What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be episode number 4 of my pistol squat progression. So today we're gonna be going over advanced pistol squats. Now before you do this one, you wanna make sure that you've checked out episode number 1, which is mobility and balance. Episode number 2, which was single leg strengthening. And episode number 3, which was assisted variations of a pistol squat. So for today's advanced pistol squat variations, we're gonna be doing our weighted pistol squat. So we're gonna be holding it in a goblet hold. And then we're gonna be doing a shrimp squat, as well as a dragon pistol squat and a pigeon pistol squat. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And if you do, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Our first advanced pistol squat is going to be a weighted pistol squat. So the exact same rules apply as a basic body weight pistol squat, but now we're gonna be holding a dumbbell nice and close to our chest in a goblet hold. So this is the easiest way to do it. Basically, you're gonna be having the weight rest right in like the base palm of your hand. So starting from the top, keeping it nice and close, leg out, and we're gonna go down into our pistol squat and then shoot it straight back up, making it just a little bit harder in terms of strength and then in terms of balance as well. Now, if you wanna make it a little bit more difficult, you can also play around with where you have the weight. So if you have lighter dumbbells, you can hold them out to the front, out to the side, kind of play around with it and have some fun. For the weighted pistol squat, you wanna start light and of course, work your way up. And you still wanna keep the same form. So even with weighted, you wanna keep the same rules apply, going straight down to your bum. And then make sure when you're pushing up with the extra weight, because it is advanced, that you keep that same form, knee comes up nice and straight, and that way you're not caving in. A lot of the times, even with just regular weighted squats, that tends to happen. So even with our pistol squats, we wanna make sure that we're pushing out nice and strong and everything's aligned. Moving on to our second advanced variation, we're gonna be doing the king squat first and then the shrimp squat. So they do look very similar. The king squat basically looks like a reverse lunge, but you're not letting that toe hit the ground, just the top of the knee. So starting up, we're gonna go backwards, let that knee drop to the ground, and then stand up nice and strong. The shrimp is the exact same thing, but we're grabbing that back leg with a single arm, going down, tapping the knee, coming straight back up. Advancing this one a little further, you're gonna have that second hand grab onto that foot. We're gonna have to lean a little bit more far forward and really strong drive all the way up. So the key things for both of these variations, whether it's king or shrimp, you wanna make sure that your chest is slightly leaned forward, arms are reaching, as well as that knee's coming past that front foot. So episode number 1 is gonna be super important to get that balance and the mobility to get your shrimp as well as your king squat. So if you look closely, as I'm heading down, I'm having my knee come far past my toe and I'm driving straight up and standing nice and strong. You wanna make sure that your core is also braced through the entire movement. And you can also advance some of these things to combine them into little sequences that you guys often see. So for instance, our king squat, when you go back, we can transfer it down and then you'd end up in a pistol and then come back and then king squat back up. So that's the variation of a king squat and a shrimp squat. Moving on to our third advanced variation is going to be the dragon pistol squat. This one's one of my favorites and the most aesthetically pleasing to look at, in my opinion at least. So this one is gonna go a little bit different. Instead of going straight down, we're gonna do a little bit of a leg wave. I find that helps me set up better for my actual balance when going into this skill. So we're gonna start arms up in front of us. Our arms are basically gonna follow our leg as we circle out. We're gonna come down nice and low, tuck that knee in behind us, get nice and low, reach forward, and then come back up nice and strong. Now for our dragon pistol squat, there's a couple things that help make it a little bit easier, little life hacks that I've learned along the way. As we're circling our leg, we wanna be moving our body slightly forward. We're gonna bend that knee at the same time, the front leg and the back leg. We're gonna stick our knee into almost like our calf / just below our knee and really push this front knee forward. That's gonna help transfer our weight and allow us to drop our bum a little bit low. Slide that knee down as we drop low, point our foot out, reach with those hands, tuck that knee back in, stand up nice and strong. Now the dragon, if it's too hard on the ground, you can follow some of the similar progressions that we did for the advanced pistol squats, the other pistol squat, the beginner pistol squat, by using the TRX or by using a bench and starting up high and using a little bit of a deficit so that leg can hang a little bit lower and makes it a little bit easier. Our last and final advanced variation is going to be the pigeon squat or the Hawaiian pistol squat. So for this one, you're gonna definitely need to have a really good pistol squat where that heel comes right to your bum because it's gonna be super important for this one. So we're gonna start out with our leg, we're gonna have it up and then we're gonna cross it over almost like a pigeon stretch or like a 4 stretch on the ground. I like to have almost like my ankle / top part of my calf resting on the top part of my quad. We're gonna go down, keep that knee as flat as you can, getting nice and low. Again, we're gonna have a little bit of more mobility required for this one, both in our glute as well as our ankle, because we are leaning slightly forward. That bum, is coming straight to my heel, and then we're gonna shoot it straight up. Now, if you don't have a flexible glute, or if your glutes are tight, it's gonna be a lot harder to get down because this leg's gonna wanna pop up and it's gonna restrict your range of motion. So for now, for the time being, if you are working towards it, think of pushing this knee out, getting as far as you can, getting a nice stretch in the glute, and then having to come back up if you can't keep that knee out. So for example, I'll show you on my less strong side, which is my left side. This glute is a little bit tighter for me, as well as this ankle is not as stable, so it's my worst side of the two. But I'll show you what it looks like when that knee pops up a little bit. I get a little bit tighter and my range of motion stops, so I have to come up a little bit sooner. Now this is a combination because my glute is tight as well as my ankle is recently sprained, so that's another reason why it's not going as low. Typically it's not that drastic of a difference, but if it is, I can go back to any of those assisted type variations with the TRX, or holding onto something, or even doing a box variation. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the advanced pistol squat variations. So this is the end of the series. We've gone all the way from episode number 1, which was balance and mobility, episode number 2, single leg strength, and episode number 3, different variations of assisted pistol squats, finally to today's episode of the advanced pistol squats. If you guys want another series based on the advanced ones in particular, like if you like the dragon one a lot, the pigeon, or even the shrimp, let me know and I can also make a series for those ones as well. Throughout your pistol squat journey, if you guys use any of the tips and tricks shared within this series, make sure to tag me on Instagram so I can see and also share it in my stories. If you guys like this series, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what I should do next. And I'll see you guys next time.